If I smoked the weed and there's fentanyl in it, I'd face the repercussions. It's hard for me to empathize when you have been complicit with the system for so long.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So just when you thought the drama between the two rap giants, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, wouldn't get any more intense, Drake sued Universal Music Group for defamation. On Wednesday, Drake filed a defamation case against UMG in a New York federal court. In his lawsuit, Drake has accused UMG, the parent company of both artists, of orchestrating a malicious campaign against him. So Drake has alleged that the music label promoted Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us, which he said contains false allegations and caused significant harm to his reputation. As per Drake's lawsuit, the song includes damaging claims including accusations of pedophilia and calls for vigilante justice against him. Drake has also argued that UMG knew all about the lyrics of the song and the images used in the music video and still chose to publish the track for profit.
Life, you still keep that same sentiment. I don't give a fuck how high you are, I'm gonna go against you. If I feel that it's wrong, if I feel it's not right, if I feel I'm being treated unfairly, I'm gonna fight the system, no matter how many resources I have to use. So that's why, to me, when you say it, I understand what you're saying from a hip hop perspective, but from a business perspective, I don't understand why you're not understanding his angle, right? Like, you're not gonna, if somebody, anything that anybody do to you, you're not taking the line down, especially with the new knowledge that you gained over the years. You came up here and said all the time, yo, if I would have read these contracts, if I would have understand what they were doing back there, I would have moved totally different. And then now we have somebody that listens to you, that listen to everybody else and decided to move differently. So I would think that you, not from a hip hop perspective, but okay, I get what you're doing. A lot of, 50 sues everybody. So my man, shout out to Fifth. Niggas sue and take niggas to court. And a lot of things you may look at like, taking them to court for that, but it's business. So that's just the confusing part when I hear you speak about it. Like, you're speaking from a fan perspective, like, yo, I love Drake. I miss the old Drake. Don't do this because I'm a diss record king. But then I'm not hearing you speak from the business side of how things could be put in place to destroy you. And that's the confusion for me when I hear you speak about it.
If I smoked the weed and there's fentanyl in it, I'd face the repercussions. It's hard for me to empathize when you have been complicit with the system for so long and reaped the benefits and gotten paid and gave everybody your ass to kiss and fucked everybody's girl and said, I'm taking a piece of your contract and I'm taking a piece of your contract and I'm not clearing this record and you take that record off of there. Like, it's hard to empathize with somebody who's been down for the cause. Again, above my pay grade. For me, I've always been pretty transparent in where I stand in terms of independence and why. And that's no matter what. That's a forever thing. I don't like going before a judge and the judge having the final say on what the rest of my life looks like. I don't like going to work and them saying, hey, if you don't have a song in the next 10 days, you're out of here. I don't like going to work and saying, hey, we saw a blog, so you're fired, fuck you. I don't like Complex firing me while I have a baby coming in the same week. That's an uncomfortable and uneasy feeling for me. I much rather sleep with eating what I hunt and not missing what I never had. And for me, it's worked out.
Cool.
That's for me. With all of this shit that's happened, maybe y'all can answer it, I still don't think it's transparent as to what Drake's end goal is, like what he wants.
I don't think it's transparent what anybody's been doing behind closed doors, whether that's Drake or Universal. I think that if Drake went public with whatever information he has and told if he had proof of XYZ going on, we might look at it in a different way.
It's possible.
To what Joe was saying before and to what Flip is saying, I think that Drake and Universal have always been buddy-buddy. Chummy. And now, like Drake and LeBron, like Drake and DeMar DeRozan, you not doing what we was doing before. Our relationship has changed. And so now I'm looking at you like the op. I think that could potentially have happened. Or we seeing that it happened. And now he on the offensive with a nigga that you might have been fly with before. Him and Lucian might have never had an opportunity for him to see the things from the perspective that you've seen them because he's never endured what you've endured. You wasn't the media darling at Complex. You were for a second until they couldn't use you. No, until they couldn't use you no more, and your information got up, and you asked for something else. That might be where he is in his journey right now.
I'm not knocking him.
You know what I'm saying? So how he responds to it, somebody would have said, could have potentially said, "Yo, Joe did some bullshit." You have admittedly said, "Y'all trying to burn this whole bitch down." You get what I'm saying? Like that might be where he is.
I think the line in the sand for most people. Go ahead.
And when I do, or when anybody decides to make those decisions, you get on the phone with your team or your attorney, and if they're competent, plenty of times they said to me, "Okay,
sit your dumb ass down."
no, they're your team. They're supposed to advise you. If you do this, this is what can potentially be the back blow.
True. And I think he might be willing to deal with it. And I think his arrogance level being where he is at a 40-year-old, a 30-something-year-old man, 40-year-old man, I think he might need to be shown. Dog, everybody never got punched in the face before, fam. And so until a nigga punch you back and they might hit harder than you, it's a lesson that you might have to learn in your growth and in your journey.
And
this might be the punch.
And does he care anymore about being accepted by the core audience of hip hop? Right?
Yes, he does.
This shit change every day.
Weird.
Isn't he trying to like?
He doesn't engage in the battle if he doesn't care about the hip hop.
Yeah, I said anymore.
I think
he may try to be appealing to the younger audience. They don't care about anything. They don't care about shit.
That song he just released didn't say I don't care about what they think about me.
Which one?
The little freestyle shit he just did. That don't say that. That freestyle shit says I care.
Yeah, word.
I give a fuck.
Oh, you talking about the LeBron joint?
Yeah.
Oh, allegedly.
Fight
Got
Irish.
it. Yeah. Got it. Okay.
And the one before that.
Yeah, the whole Scary Hours.
All that shit. I care.
Yeah, it was all Alchemist and Conductor. Like,
Yo,
yeah.
I care.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show y'all.
We watch a lot, like I said, with the new audience, new fans. The rules and morals and principles of yesteryear are no longer.
True.
That's true.
Right? With the new fans. They don't give a fuck. You Takashi signal. Oh, they don't care. They don't care about that shit. They came home, got on the song. They don't care about that.
They may not care about a code, but do you think that they care about what's considered corny?
No. They
I don't think so.
They don't care. And it ain't just the new fans either.
Yeah.
Because let me finish.
He right.
Ross being outed as a corrections officer in the 90s would have ended him. We didn't give a fuck because the slaps kept coming.
It's a lot of crooked.
I'm not saying it. I know it is.
It's a lot of crooks.
I know it is.
And if his ties,
I'm aware,
could dispel that I'm not on that side of the law, Ross could have got it off.
he didn't even have to.
Yeah.
Because they didn't care. That's my point.
Yeah. Like the shit that we talk.
He's including that when the house got shot at and the security guard got shot, that them having the picture of the house with the
Address, the number?
They didn't put the address.
Okay.
They had the picture of the house with the little arrows on it, like sex offenders lived there.
Yes, that one.
That incentivized people to attack him. That's what he's claiming.
I think he got a claim. I think he has a claim, and I think
I'm not with
I don't know
the
about
violence, right? I'm not with nobody crib getting shot up. I think it also said the day after somebody was trying to dig a hole and dig a tunnel through his crib and yada, 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 yada. But I want to say, shit, I watched that house be built for however many years. That house has been featured in
Architectural Digest,
in every
all kinds
fly
of
magazine that there is. He's also himself divulged stories of fans attempting to break in his home while he's had guests, while he's had company. I assume that comes with being one of the biggest stars in the world. True. On the flip side, whenever him and I got into whatever we got into and them fans showed up to my house, he incentivized that. He cheered them on. He put them on a public platform. He applauded that behavior. And that's my other beef with the Karen move.
Got it.
Because if you a Karen, be a Karen, but you code switching. Because you at the game you running around with this nigga that has been threatening Kendrick, saying I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. You wanna get cool with, I'm not naming no names, but you know who you running around with, and you know what you doing, and you know what you threatening. So if you that, then be that. But don't be that and also Karen out.
See, that's my problem. That's my problem.
That's part of the not like us foundation that he was building.
That part right there, because you run around being mob ties, mafioso, all of this other shit, saying you know what he been saying.
Put it on the song. He put it on the recent record.
You know what he been saying. So you're doing all of that, and then this is your retaliation when something happens.
He's playing both.
I just
both
like
sides.
that, bro.
He's playing both sides. It's nasty in the sky.
But what if he's speaking for the people who always wanted to go against the label?
He's not
What's
though.
speaking for asking?
This is all very
Like,
self-serving.
there's a lot of. What if he's standing up for those people? What if he's saying that I am the one that can change this? I am the one.
That's not
I
his
am big
incentive.
enough.
It don't matter. What will change?
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, man.
I was just going to say that's not his incentive.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but
I was with that with the first lawsuit.
Yeah, me too.
Even though I thought it was bullshit, I was with that.
I'm still
once,
with-
but
I'm
once
with
you
this
withdrew
one.
that and now are claiming defamation and harassment,
because we've been hearing about the label
my
this
nigga,
shit for years.
I'm
man.
with
You know
this
that.
one too. The Super Bowl is coming up in a month. I don't want you to get on the biggest national platform in the world and say I'm a pedophile.
shouldn't have took it there.
Ice.
We come up here and say
That's
you
your
can't,
argument with Eric. That
But
don't
dog,
have nothing to do with what he talking about with the label. If y'all
I'm
niggas
saying,
is putting
bro,
money behind a
if-
record that's claiming I'm a pedophile, I have a problem with y'all doing that.
Dog,
It's not about
it
Kendrick.
does have something to do with that. It has a
don't.
lot to do with
It
that.
has nothing to do with the label.
We don't get him called a pedophile. We don't know that we get that.
Dog.
We don't know that.
We are here.
You opened a door
So
and you
what?
didn't like what came out the door.
So what? I'm not suing Kendrick Lamar. I'm suing the record label that is promoting me being a fucking pedophile, and
On
I
a
feel like
Kendrick Lamar record.
I have a problem with the label promoting an album that says I'm a pedophile. He can have that feeling.
So
He
wait,
can have all the
here's
feelings he
question.
want.
Why-
Kendrick can have a feeling about him saying, "Yo, you beat your wife. If you
And
beat
your
your
kids
wife,
ain't your kids. It's
yeah,
foul
all of that
shit."
shit." And if Kendrick wanted to sue Universal for putting marketing dollars behind that, then Kendrick will be well within his right to do